The unfolding drama in the NBA playoffs between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves has caught everyone off guard, and the situation is far from straightforward. Just a week ago, there was a sense of optimism surrounding the Lakers. The team appeared to be in control, their roster packed with star power and brimming with championship aspirations. But after 4 games, the Timberwolves now hold a 3-1 lead, and the Lakers are staring down the possibility of elimination. The margin for error has vanished. However, if you believe this team is done for, you might not be paying enough attention to what's at stake or the resolve of the players involved, particularly LeBron James and Luka Doncic. This is bigger than just winning a game. It's about legacy, history, and what it means for these athletes and the franchise moving forward. A loss here could have far-reaching consequences, not just for the team, but for everything they've worked toward this season. Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and D'Angelo Russell, and it seemed like the Lakers were set to make a deep run. But the Timberwolves, fueled by an unshakable belief in themselves, came out ready to challenge. From the very first game, Minnesota showed they were not intimidated. They left Crypto.com Arena with a win, and just like that, the dynamics of the series shifted. The second game saw the Lakers bounce back, making the necessary adjustments to secure a hard-fought victory and tie things up. But games 3 and 4 in Minnesota presented real concerns. Both were extremely competitive, and the Lakers easily could have walked away with victories. Yet in the closing moments of both games, they faltered. Whether it was defensive breakdowns, stalled offensive possessions, or simply being outplayed, the Timberwolves seized every opportunity. Now, with the series at a 3-1 disadvantage, Minnesota controls the momentum. The 5th game is quickly approaching, and for the Lakers, their season is on the line. But it's also a defining moment for LeBron James and Luka Doncic, 2 players who are known for thriving in elimination games. When the pressure is on, no one in NBA history scores more points than LeBron and Luka. Not Michael Jordan, not Kobe Bryant, not Stephen Curry, not Kevin Durant. LeBron and Luka stand above all others. LeBron has a career average of 33.5 points per game in elimination situations, with Luka not far behind at 33.4. These aren't just good numbers, they're historic. These 2 players are not only stars, they are built for moments like this. At 40 years old, LeBron is set to play his 192nd career playoff game. Let that sink in. That's more playoff games than some players have in their entire careers. Even more impressive is the fact that his performance hasn't waned. He's averaging nearly 28 points, 9 rebounds, and over 7 assists per game in this postseason. This is not just about durability. It's about transcendent greatness that refuses to fade away. Then there's Luka. He's delivering everything the Lakers expected when they made that big trade earlier this season. At just 26 years old, in his first playoff appearance with the team, Doncic has been playing an MVP level. Over the first 4 games of this series, he's averaging over 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, shooting nearly 47% from the field, while logging more than 42 minutes per game. But beyond the numbers, it's his mentality that really stands out. Luka's performances have been worthy of the title of best player, especially when considering his play through the first 4 games of the series. He's averaging over 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, with a shooting percentage that's nearly 47% and playing over 42 minutes a night. However, beyond the stats, it's his mindset that truly separates him. In crunch time moments, he embraces the challenge, showing a determination that's palpable. You can see it in his focus whenever the ball is in his hands, especially when the clock is winding down. This isn't just another playoff run. It's a chance to cement his legacy within the team's history. But despite Luka's incredible individual performances, the team has faced real struggles. The offensive strategy has become increasingly predictable, overly reliant on isolation plays and the pick and roll, with little movement without the ball. A key player who was once central to the offense has seen his role significantly diminished in the postseason. After a regular season in which he averaged over 20 points per game and often handled the ball, he now spends much of his time as a stationary shooter in the corner, disconnected from the rhythm that once made him a dynamic weapon. Another player, while occasionally flashing brilliance, has struggled to maintain consistency. A player returning from injury has looked a step slower, and the second unit has often been outclassed by the opposing team's reserves. This creates a very real question. Can this group of players rally together to extend the series, or is this the end of the road for the Lakers as currently constructed? It's crucial to understand that this team isn't just playing to avoid elimination. They're fighting for their legacy, pride, future contracts, and even the stability of the coaching staff. A first-round exit, after all the investments made in building this roster, would be catastrophic. Experts are already speculating about what might happen next. Could this be the end of the partnership between the current stars? Will the team look to make moves in free agency? Is it possible that the roster will undergo another transformation, with trades for even more stars? And what about the young rookie who came with little experience but has been given significant trust by the management? The strategies have been tested under the pressure of playoff basketball. If the Lakers are eliminated, how much of the blame will fall on the rookie? Or will management double down on stability and keep the course? There are no easy answers here, but one thing is certain. Everything hinges on what happens next. This is where seasons are defined. This is where careers can either be celebrated or fade into obscurity. It's a moment to silence critics, naysayers, and doubters. History tells us that underestimating a seasoned athlete often leads to disastrous consequences. When there are doubts about someone's ability to handle high-pressure situations, their response is often a remarkable display of skill. The next game offers an opportunity to rewrite the narrative. But what do you think? Is this the end for the Lakers, or just a brief pause before a legendary comeback? Watch for the young talent on the other side of the court. This player not only leads in scoring, but also has a significant influence on the series. Defensively, he is a cause for concern with his ability to guard multiple positions. Offensively, his style of play is marked by a confidence and freedom that come with believing he is the best player on the floor. At times, that belief has been validated. His emergence as a legitimate two-way player has been a huge factor in the challenges the Lakers have faced. This puts the Lakers in a tough spot, balancing their experience against the dynamic threat the Timberwolves now possess. The momentum in the playoffs can be pivotal. Looking back at past examples, we know that a team that trusts its system and believes in its players can be incredibly dangerous. This is the exact story playing out in front of us now. His ability to elevate his game in the face of adversity has been well documented. But at 40 years old, there's a feeling that time is beginning to catch up with him. The physical toll of another deep playoff run is always there, lurking in the background. Despite his seemingly ageless performances, Father Time is a force that even LeBron can't outrun forever. The Lakers have relied on him heavily throughout the season, and it's clear that they're still dependent on him to lead them to victory in this series. But the question remains, can he summon enough energy to carry the team through the last stretch? The last few games have shown that LeBron isn't quite the unstoppable force he once was. While his basketball IQ and ability to make clutch plays remain unparalleled, there are moments when the physicality of the game begins to wear on him. The Timberwolves have found ways to exploit those moments, whether through relentless defense, exploiting mismatches, or simply taking advantage of LeBron's occasional lapses in energy. The challenge, however, is not just about LeBron. It's about how the rest of the team responds to the heightened pressure of elimination. The Lakers have been here before, on the brink of disaster, yet somehow managing to find their way out of difficult situations. But each time, it has been the contributions of the supporting cast that have made the difference. Without a strong performance from the role players, even LeBron's brilliance will not be enough to overcome the Timberwolves' balanced attack. Take, for example, Austin Reeves. The young guard has shown flashes of brilliance throughout the season, but his inconsistency in the playoffs has been a cause for concern. Reeves has demonstrated that he can be a key contributor, but his performances have varied from game to game. The Lakers need him to be more than just a complimentary player. They need him to step up and be the secondary scoring option that they've counted on throughout the regular season. It's a tall order, but Reeves has the talent and poise to rise to the occasion. The same can be said for D'Angelo Russell, who has been tasked with running the offense at times, but has struggled to assert himself in this series. Russell, who has shown flashes of brilliance in the past, has at times looked uncertain and disengaged. The Lakers need him to find his rhythm and be the playmaker they need to advance. The situation isn't all doom and gloom for the Lakers, though. They still have enough talent to turn the tide, and if there's one thing that has been a constant for the Lakers throughout this season, it's their resilience. They've faced adversity at multiple points during the year, and each time, they've found a way to bounce back. But the Timberwolves are not to be underestimated. Minnesota, for all their struggles in recent years, has been a revelation this season. They have a team that plays with a chip on its shoulder, led by an explosive player who has proven to be a thorn in the Lakers' side, Anthony Edwards. Edwards has been one of the breakout stars of this series, and his play has been a driving force behind the Timberwolves' success. His combination of athleticism, scoring ability, and defensive prowess has made him one of the most difficult players to guard in the league. He's not just a scorer. He's a complete player who can impact the game in numerous ways. In fact, his performance throughout the series has raised eyebrows and established him as one of the rising stars in the NBA. Edwards has been so effective in this matchup that it's clear the Lakers are going to have to make adjustments to contain him. His ability to attack the rim, shoot from deep, and guard multiple positions has given Minnesota a unique edge. He's been the Timberwolves' go-to guy, and with his emergence, the Lakers find themselves struggling to find answers. However, even as Edwards steals the spotlight, the Timberwolves' overall team play cannot be overlooked. Minnesota's depth has been a significant factor in their success. Players like Jaden Ivey, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Rudy Gobert have all played critical roles, stepping up when needed and providing support for Edwards. Gobert's defense in particular has been a major issue for the Lakers. The Timberwolves center has been an immovable force in the paint, making it difficult for the Lakers to finish plays inside. His rebounding ability has also given Minnesota second-chance opportunities, further fueling their offense. In fact, the Timberwolves' defense has been one of the most impressive aspects of their game in this series. They've been able to effectively disrupt the Lakers' offense, forcing turnovers and making it difficult for LeBron and the others to get into a rhythm. The Lakers have struggled to adjust to Minnesota's defensive schemes, and it has put them in a precarious position. The Timberwolves have been relentless, showing a level of defensive intensity that the Lakers haven't been able to match consistently. In many ways, Minnesota's ability to defend without fouling, protect the rim, and challenge every shot has been a key to their success. But perhaps the most important factor in the Timberwolves series lead is their confidence. Minnesota has played with a level of swagger that comes from believing in themselves, and it's been evident in every game. The Timberwolves have embraced the underdog role and used it to fuel their efforts. They're not intimidated by the Lakers, and they're not backing down from the challenge. It's that mentality that has allowed them to keep pushing forward, even when the Lakers have made runs and tried to wrest control of the series back. As the series shifts back to Los Angeles, the Lakers are faced with a daunting task. They're fighting for their playoff lives, but more importantly, they're fighting for the future of their franchise. There's a lot on the line here. If the Lakers are eliminated, questions will arise about the team's direction, the future of their star players, and whether the current roster is capable of competing for championships. In many ways, this series is a referendum on the state of the Lakers. But if there's one thing we know about LeBron, it's that he's capable of defying expectations. He's done it time and time again throughout his career. Whether it's delivering a game-winning shot or rallying his teammates in the face of elimination, LeBron has proven to be one of the most clutch players in NBA history. And with Luka Doncic on his side, the Lakers might have the firepower they need to mount an improbable comeback. But there's no question that the Timberwolves have the advantage. They've proven themselves to be a formidable opponent, and the Lakers are going to need to bring their A-game if they want to avoid falling into a hole that might be too deep to escape from. As Game 5 approaches, every moment will count. The Lakers' fate is on the line, and the weight of the situation will be felt by every player, coach, and fan. It's a moment of truth for this team, and it's one that will define their season. The pressure is immense, But for the Lakers, it's just another chapter in a long and storied history of overcoming adversity. Will they rise to the occasion? Or will the Timberwolves continue their dominance? The answers will come soon enough. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, Jalen DUREN has officially signed a 3-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers, marking an exciting new chapter in his career. The 20-year-old center, known for his explosive athleticism and powerful presence in the paint, brings a fresh dynamic to a Lakers roster looking to strengthen its frontcourt depth. DUREN's signing has garnered significant attention, particularly considering the Lakers' ongoing efforts to build a team capable of competing at the highest level in the NBA. With the departure of veteran players and some of the team's recent roster moves, DUREN's arrival is seen as an important step in maintaining the Lakers' competitiveness while also looking toward the future. Standing at 6 feet 10 inches and weighing in at 250 pounds, DUREN was selected by the Detroit Pistons in the 2022 NBA Draft. His physicality and raw talent immediately impressed scouts, but it's his basketball IQ and ability to develop under the right coaching that have truly set him apart. The Lakers, a team always in need of young, talented players who can make an impact both immediately and in the long term, appear to be a perfect fit for the rising star. While DUREN's first 2 seasons in the NBA were spent with the Pistons, he showcased his potential by contributing on both ends of the floor. He averaged a double-double last season, showing his rebounding prowess and ability to finish around the basket. His defense, particularly as a shot blocker, is a key asset, and the Lakers are hoping to unlock even more of his potential in their system. The Lakers have made no secret of their desire to surround LeBron James and Anthony Davis with a supporting cast that can contribute both offensively and defensively. With DUREN now in the fold, the team's front court looks stronger, offering a blend of youth and experience. His mobility, size, and physicality should provide the Lakers with a much-needed presence in the paint, something that's been a point of emphasis for head coach Darvin Ham. DUREN's signing also reflects the Lakers' commitment to building for the future while remaining in contention for championships in the present. The 3-year deal allows both sides to evaluate the fit and growth over a manageable period, with the potential for an extension if DUREN continues to develop into one of the NBA's premier big men. For DUREN, joining the Lakers is a significant opportunity. Playing alongside some of the game's best players, including James and Davis, offers him a chance to further hone his skills in a high-pressure, high-reward environment. It also puts him in the spotlight of one of the most storied franchises in NBA history, where the expectations are always high. In Los Angeles, DUREN will have the chance to prove himself on a much bigger stage. As the season unfolds, all eyes will be on the young center to see how he adapts to his new role with the Lakers and whether he can fulfill his potential as one of the league's future stars. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.